Film Fanatics.
Crazy! It's crazy.
They're nuts about that.
Now, the Houston Film Fanatics.
What's going on, everybody? This is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics.
This is Dylan.
That's Kata.
Welcome to the show. We got a lot of good stuff we're going to be talking about this week. Thank you guys all for listening. We're, of course, going to start the show off with this week's box office results. Coming in 5th place this week is the newly remade Ben-Hur movie. I like how you did that with a laugh.
Yeah, we
It's
definitely
the remake we definitely wanted. We needed
It's the
this
remake
movie.
we didn't know we needed.
Actually, I was actually going to sleep every night, and I was saying to myself,
If
please, God, give me that Ben-Hur.
Do we need right now?
And
Ben-Hur.
And you know what? Roma Downey listened because her and Mark Burnett produced and made this little gem, and it came in.
And Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen really was backing it super hard.
I can't believe he was in it.
He wasn't. Joel Osteen wasn't in it, but he was
But
like
he's backing it.
he was way backing it.
He was a producer, I believe.
Now, where the odds he got money from the movie?
God, I don't know. I'll have to call Jesus. I'll ask him. And we'll see
You
what.
might as well. They
see
have
what
a
this-
direct line from what I read.
He is our direct connection, our Houston-based connection to Jesus.
Exactly. The thing is that makes me totally understand that is when he has the bigger the church, the bigger the connection to God, and we all know that.
Absolutely, that's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm glad that we know that. All right, so moving on. Coming in at 4th place, we have Kubo and the Two Strings, which I haven't seen yet, and I really want
Actually,
to.
really want to see
I
that.
really
Yeah.
want to see that too.
I've heard nothing but good things about that movie
I
too.
can totally see that. Wasn't that the same animators from Coraline?
Yep, same
Yeah.
And,
And-
The Leica Studios, man,
Yeah.
they
they
like
did a
kill
very
it.
good job.
I
They
heard
do.
they had like a 12-foot skeleton statue or 18-foot, something crazy like that.
I wish we were in LA because they have a whole exhibit going on with all of the actual
That'd be
like
so cool to
claymation
see.
and stuff from the film and everything. So neat. Like I
Very
really
nice.
wish they were seeing that. Coming in 3rd place is War Dogs, which is Jonah Hill
And
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
He was in Whiplash?
He was in Whiplash.
Very good. He was also in the very terrible Fantastic Four remake.
Oh my god, it was so bad. Like so, I can't say
I
enough
know, I
bad
never
things
saw
about
it.
that movie.
Yeah, I
We actually did a review with that whole cast, though. So if you want to listen to that, we still have that up. If you want to,
Very nice.
where they
very
try to
nice.
convince us that movie wasn't shit.
Really?
And did they?
Is
No.
that what you did?
Ooh.
Did you go in that interview and you're like, so I saw the movie and I thought that there was parts of the movie that I actually liked and there was parts of the movie that I absolutely despised. Do you agree?
I don't think I could even. I didn't even think I said that much. I think we went out of our way to like avoid saying anything was good. But that's not the point. We're getting off subject.
Okay.
All right. So in at number 2 this week, Sausage Party.
That
We are
was
still
something.
waiting for Dylan to see this movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's gonna be it's.
I don't know what I watched. I am scarred for life.
You should be. If you didn't walk out of that movie scarred for life.
All I know
then
is
you
I'm
obviously
not
weren't
going to
paying
look at
attention.
bagels the same way again.
You know what? We're getting bagels tomorrow. It's gonna be
I love
delicious.
bagels.
Yeah, we are.
Bagels and wieners for everybody.
Yep.
And not, surprising to absolutely anyone coming in at 1st place. It's Suicide Squad. Because you can't take this one down.
I don't care what anyone
You just
says.
can't.
It wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great movie,
It wasn't
though.
good. It
either.
wasn't bad.
A lot of people have been saying it was better than Batman vs. Superman.
I do agree to that.
And that was honestly enough of an accomplishment for DC.
That's still set
They're
the bar
working
real
out
low.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
super low.
When you have the behemoth that is Disney Marvel, it is quite challenging to face them in anything legitimate. I actually did some method acting before I got here.
You
Almost
did
said
some
meth.
meth before you got here?
No, method acting.
Well,
just
maybe
like
you
Jared
should
Leto,
do some meth.
Which I've heard a lot of articles about how they despised him on the set so much.
He would mail people dead rats.
Even Will Smith didn't like him. He's got Jaden Smith to deal with.
Yep.
So that's interesting.
What's not to like about that? Because he was sending, used condoms to people.
not fun?
No. It's like
It's
the
a
opposite
surprise.
of fun. It's a surprise,
You
all
never,
right.
you never see it coming.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, I see. Good choice of words there.
Ah.
But up.
Oh man, he's just like Hunter S. Thompson, man. He
He's-
sent, Hunter S. Thompson. I read this interesting fact about him. He actually, Jack Nicholson, on the Christmas day for his daughter, he mailed her a rat in a cage, in a trap, dead, and he said in the letter, "And this is why you never trust men."
Wow.
And
Okay.
And I think that's honestly, it's so sad, but Hunter S. Thompson is one of those people that, his wisdom doesn't hit true until way later. And even though the guy was way crazy in multiple things, some of the things he said do pay true later on in the world. I'm not saying that's okay. I wouldn't say
I'm so
recommend
glad
that.
you're not saying that.
I wouldn't say that recommend to anybody, but I think she certainly got the hint.
Yeah, very loud and clear there.
Yeah.
Super loud and clear.
Very super loud and clear.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
why don't we roll into our reviews?
Okay.
Okay.
Fine with me.
Right. First up this week, we're actually going to talk about is the number 3 movie this week, War Dogs.
They call guys like us war dogs, bottom feeders who make money off of war without ever stepping foot on the battlefield. It was meant to be derogatory, but we kind of liked it.
It's basically a film about two 20-something guys who actually end up becoming international arms
Did
dealers.
you find the original article or anything like that?
I
Find
did
out
not.
where it came from?
But I did find out, we didn't actually get to read the whole story about these guys, but we did realize, we looked up their photos, that they definitely got an upgrade with the people that played them in the film, for what
Really?
that's worth.
Really?
I mean, yeah, so
Wow.
sorry guys.
Wow. So, what do you think of the film?
I thought the film was a lot of fun. I saw on our Facebook page people were kind of losing their mind a little bit about not wanting to support a movie that supports, people like profiting from war and whatever. But you really have to go see the movie to kind of appreciate the story. It was fun.
Right.
And this was literally just Jonah Hill being...
Just Jonah Hill.
This was Jonah Hill from, Wolf of Wall Street
Oh,
with,
man.
with guns, really. I mean,
That's great. He took some meth, gave
Yeah.
it to Leo.
So he took a bunch of Quaaludes.
he did.
Don't worry, I have to go first. I'm American.
Yeah.
He has to go first.
Yeah, that's totally
I still
Wolf of Wall
can't
Street.
believe
Yes.
he's an Academy Award nominee.
He's a great actor.
What are you trying to say about Jonah?
That still blows my mind, man.
What are you trying to say about Jonah Hill?
And it's so funny whenever This Is the End, when they were just like, do you know he's an Academy Award nominee now? They were all laughing about it because out of the entire group of people of their group, out of what was the movie Knocked Up, I believe they were all in that together, and it's so funny.
We're all in this together.
Or 40-Year-Old Virgin and all those different movies. They were all
Those are such good movies, though.
Yeah, they
I still haven't seen 40-Year-Old Virgin.
You just got kicked off the show.
That's it.
Is what just happened.
Not again.
Again, it happens once a week.
Second time, man.
You're
Not-
still-
not in the budget anymore.
Literally
You're still
once an
the
episode.
worst intern we've ever had.
Absolutely.
The worst.
The worst.
Also the best.
All right, so War Dogs, go see it. But coming off of that higher review, everybody should go see War Dogs, into something a little bit not in high praise.
Remember, first to finish,
Lost to die.
are we having fun now, brother?
That was Ben-Hur, just in case you were confused as hell about what
I
that
was very confused about what that was.
Do you know that was also a direct quote from Ricky Bobby?
You're not first.
First to finish, last to die!
Yeah, I mean, this movie, the trailer is totally misleading because it kind of makes it seem really cool. And I think they really, really wanted it to be a gladiator type movie, but it's just so
When I first saw the
freaking
trailer,
boring.
that's what I thought it was.
I thought it was too.
I thought it was like a gladiator type movie, and it actually looked really badass.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that there was
okay.
going to be a lot more gladiatorial things.
To be fair, there are two scenes in the movie that just kick all kinds of ass. And there's one scene where he's on a slave ship, and it goes into battle, and
Do
it
they sing
wrecks.
songs?
It's super cool. No, he's rowing like a slave under the ship.
Bro,
So they're not
Row.
singing songs?
There's no song singing in this one.
that's really killing my
Why
vibe
do you
here.
freaking...
Really,
You guys are
question.
literally the worst.
Are we?
You're the worst.
Wow.
Okay, so anyway, the other badass scene is the end, the chariot race scene, and that is just way cool. That almost makes it worth sitting through the whole rest of the movie to watch.
Really?
No
Or
joke.
just skip to it. And...
You could just fast forward. When this finally comes out on DVD, you can go check that out.
So I will buy it on Blu-ray for $1.
Yes, it will be in that bin.
Okay.
Right next to all the other. It's literally like Gladiator and that movie Son of God from last year. They got together, they had a couple drinks, they made a baby, and it was Ben-Hur.
Actually, it wasn't even their baby. It was like an abortion thing. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Not
you
abortion.
took it. You
you
took
went
it
there.
somewhere.
And
You
then
took it
adoption,
there.
And then, of course, when you say abortion after all the God stuff, it's even worse. I'm so sorry.
He's not that
adoption.
sorry.
How
He's
dare
not
you.
that sorry. Well, we actually had the red carpet for Ben-Hur here in Houston. They did a red carpet premiere. Joel Osteen helped bring that to town with Lakewood Church. Roma Downey was here, and of course, the star of the movie, Jack Houston, was here. We got to talk to him about what it was like being in a movie like this, and here's what he had to say.
It's amazing. I feel very honoured to be a part of this movie. This is a movie that I was passionate about from the moment I read it, because we weren't remaking the 59 version, which is something I hold very dear, that version. I saw that film when I was a kid, and I loved it. And I read this and I said, oh, great, this is a completely reimagined Ben-Hur. This is a different character, this is a different story, this has a different message, and I felt that this is very much a movie of our time, of our period. It's very relevant.
Except for the fact that the message is kind of still the same, except with a little bit more Jesus sprinkled in.
But it's very relevant, Ray Ray.
It's really not. When was the last time you had a chariot race?
Yesterday.
To defend your family's honor, because your brother screwed you over.
What time is it?
Oh, man.
It's 7 o'clock? Oh, dude. Got chariot race at 8.
We're gonna have to cut this short because
Yeah.
Dylan's chariot racing at 8.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I'm actually racing Jared and Steve.
I thought you were just a
Freaking Jared and
racist.
Steve.
I didn't think you were like racing.
Wow.
I took it there.
And you took it there.
I took it there. Wow, this
It was-
show has certainly lost its spot.
I
on
don't
the
think it
radio.
has. I
We're
think
just
this.
losing each other.
But we respect you.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. I love the inclusion and the diversity that we spread to each other.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want to hear everything else that Jack had to say, we have the full interview posted. It's at our blog page. It's at HoustonFilmFanatics.com. You can check it out for yourself and hear what he had to say about the rest of the film. Moving on, we actually got to check out a short film that has been making the rounds at all the film festivals, and it's called Killer Friends.
I'm here to love and support my girlfriend. And kill Scott.
Aren't we all? No, it's a 10-minute little short film, and it's about a group of friends that decide they're going to go away on a camping trip. While on that camping trip, they are going to kill this girl's roommate, who is super obnoxious, awful.
Literally a terrible person.
Just
He
a
is
horrible-
so
Absolutely awful. The
such
worst
a terrible person.
D-bag you'll meet
But
this week.
they're really not great at killing people, so that's where it drags it out for 10 minutes.
Right. So
Of
it's
the-
kind of like that one movie, the two guys, and I think they're killers, but they're not. It's on Netflix.
You really just grabbing like trying to
You're
grab
just
straws
like,
right here. Yeah.
it was like,
It was hilarious. It had one of the guys was in Firefly.
Still haven't seen that either.
It's with Alan Tudyk. I'll find it.
Is it Turduck? Is it
Turducken?
Yeah.
Turducken?
Classic.
Turduck?
Tudyk.
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 I know who you're talking about.
What a guy.
I remember Firefly.
Yeah.
He was also in the film 28 Days.
He was in Wreck-It Ralph. And Frozen.
Okay, continue on. I'll get back to it.
I don't know where we were headed with that. So Killer Friends,
Yeah,
like I said,
sorry.
it's been getting a ton of buzz. It's actually up for Oscar consideration
Oh
in
wow.
their short film category, so that's kind of cool.
That is very cool.
Hopefully you guys will get a chance to check it out. I think there's an Indiegogo thing happening right now to help promote it.
Is there any place that that people can watch it?
Not as of yet. Like I said, they're still trying to raise the funds to be able to like release it wide, because I think they're trying to avoid putting it just like on YouTube. But hopefully coming soon for everybody to be able to enjoy. So keep an eye out for that. It's called Killer Friends. Their Indiegogo page is still up and rocking, and it is making the rounds all over the place. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. Last film that we're going to review this week is a little something I watched. It was really, really big out at South by Southwest this year, and it is a film called Don't Think Twice. Apparently we're going to talk about Tucker and Dale versus Evil
Okay,
for
let me
half a
okay,
second,
let me
That's
tell you
Killer
what.
Friends.
That is a classic
because
movie. Okay.
Dylan just got the listing pulled
Tucker
up.
and Dale vs. Evil is about two friends, and
They're-
basically
they're going to go on a fishing trip at this cabin that one of their friends, Tucker, has. It's like it's been his old family house, and they think that they just bought the property, and they think they're going to go in there and have this great fishing trip. They really need it. They're real big bros.
they're
the
nicest
nicest guys ever, but they're not they're not good with women or anything.
and they're not really the most intelligent group of guys.
So their family, this group of teenagers are trying to go to the to this cabin because they somebody else owned it and they thought it's like haunted.
Right.
When they go there, all the kids start dying and they think it's them, but it's actually all these accidental deaths that they didn't plan on.
And it's just it's the funniest thing.
It's so funny.
A person falls into a wood chipper when they're trying to stab someone, and literally a person impales himself falling into a pit. It's just
It's hilarious. It's a really good
it's
movie.
worth a watch.
Very much
Didn't they
worth
make a
watch.
sequel to that?
No, it's on Netflix if you want to check it out.
I could have sworn they made a sequel to that.
Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it.
Alright. Well, backing up, and I'm going to play this again because I forgot where the hell we even were.
Improv's an art form unto itself. The most important thing is don't think. You don't think, you don't memorize.
You don't get paid.
So true, but isn't that kind of fun, too?
Alright, Don't Think Twice. Mike Biriblia wrote, directed this movie. It stars, Keegan-Michael Peele, Mike Biriblia, ton of other funny actors, and basically it's about an improv troupe that is kind of coming to terms with how to deal with success when a couple of them kind of get picked to be on a show that's basically SNL. Mm-hmm. The cool thing about it is that this is almost like a biography for a lot of the different comedians that get started, because so many of them get started this way. Like, they're doing improv, people come to see them in shows, and they get picked up by, talent scouts.
Absolutely.
It was a pretty good movie. We got the full review up at the blog page, but I definitely think that this is one of those movies that people aren't going to be aware of, but I think everybody should check
It
it
has
out.
100% Rotten Tomatoes right now.
It's a good movie. I really do recommend it.
7.6 on IMDb, and RogerEberts.com gave it a 3.5, even though Roger Ebert isn't alive.
Well, Roger Ebert's Ghost gives this high reviews.
His ghost
and
is
so
still
do
there
we.
and kicking.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I really think you guys would enjoy it.
Okay.
So don't think twice. Check that out. And, yeah, definitely don't think twice. Moving on to another segment, though, that we have got, and it is called...
Would you like a Shmoke and a pancake? A what? A Shmoke and a pancake.
A Shmoke and a pancake.
Smoke and a pancake. So this is a new thing we're doing starting this week called Smoke and a Pancake.
Schmoke and a
Schmoke
pancake.
and a pancake. You gotta throw those other extra letters in.
Smoke and a pancake.
Yes.
Where we eat promotional foods from movies, in which case these movies put out these incredibly ridiculous promotional foods, and in which case we eat them and review them for you live on.
Well, we're eating this so you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's really what this is.
We're
so,
giving you the play-by-play.
I mean, I know, like Dylan just said, a lot of these movies, they come out with stuff, like, specifically just for the movies. And so, like, for example, this week we are trying the Ghostbusters Hostess Twinkies. These are allegedly a limited edition thing. They are key lime slime flavored. They smell...
delicious.
What do you guys think about this?
Come on.
The cream filling inside is green.
God, I don't want to smell it.
So my first thought process before I'm even taking a bite is I don't like key lime.
Same. I don't like key lime either.
Really.
I'm not a huge fan of sweets, so this thing's already got this huge knockoff from me.
It's already going downhill. It's going fast.
Well, it looks like a regular Twinkie.
So I'm still gonna try a bite.
But I mean,
because guess
just-
what? In life, you can always try
just look at the
something
green.
once.
All right, bottoms up. What do you mean? It's slime?
I know, it looks so nasty. Oh, that slime tastes so weird.
I don't even taste any key lime.
I thought it was
I don't taste the key lime
This
either.
literally just tastes like a Twinkie. So that disgusting face you're making there is just the way
guess
regular
they're like
Twinkies
Twinkies.
taste.
Yeah, it tastes like a rainbow Twinkie.
No, there's definitely a taste of like key lime in there.
It's very chewy.
It's very. That's what I'm saying. It's very like I don't like it.
Like it's like uber sponge cake.
Why is it just like a sponge? I'm gonna finish. I kind of want to finish it, but like
I don't think you should finish it.
So-
I don't think that could be good for you.
Out of the whole group of everyone right here,
Still
Carter's
going.
the only one who's decided he was going to finish it.
He is.
We took our 2 bites. We feel satisfied.
You took 2. I took 1.
It's
Nice,
so
so
bad.
You're gonna regret this tomorrow. I feel like you got like green slime on your
I got
face.
I got slimed.
You did.
There's way too much.
Yeah, I'm stopping. I'm stopping there.
You should stop.
Too much.
So we're pitching that to the curb. So we've decided that the key lime
nasty.
Twinkies are a bad idea. Sorry,
No, bye.
hostess.
I mean, if you're a really big Ghostbusters fan, which I can tell you, I actually watched a documentary on Netflix about the Ghostbusters, and they were what are they called? There's a name for them. I'll come back. But it was actually pretty interesting that me and my friend watched about these people who are obsessed with Ghostbusters. And
Yeah, but
everything.
I don't even think that they would enjoy this.
I mean, it's pretty spooky.
You literally still have green slime on your face.
That's I got slimed, right? It's a true ghostly experience.
Okay, so the other thing I found while I was cruising up and down the grocery store is I hit the cereal aisle, because there is always themed cereal. Always. So what they still had going strong in like 2 different grocery stores that I went to is Batman versus Superman cereal. So Batman has one, and Superman has one. The Batman cereal is chocolate strawberry cereal.
Why?
It is shaped like little bats. I'm going to have you guys grab some each of that. And we will actually tell you which one is going to be the better versus Batman versus Superman. Again, chocolate strawberry flavored.
Okay, so starting off, I don't like chocolate.
It's honestly not that bad.
So it's already kind of a down rate for me already.
Oh, this is terrible.
This is actually good. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? It's like chalky chalk.
It's like Captain Crunch.
No.
It's not like Captain Crunch at all.
There's like an aftertaste.
There's like a smell to it.
Does it smell bad?
I'm not a fan.
Honestly, I mean, this is actually edible.
You can smell the strawberry, but you don't taste anything. You just taste this like chalky chocolate flavor.
No. There's a strawberry aftertaste, but it tastes chalky, but it smells like strawberry.
This is terrible.
I'm not a fan.
Much like Ben Affleck's acting. Carter's going in for more because he's...
No, this isn't bad.
This kid's broken. That was not great.
It's not great at all.
Sorry, Batman.
I give that a 1 out of 5.
Solid 3 out of 5.
I give it a -1 because... To be fair, I don't really like chocolate cereals. Like, I don't eat Count Chocula or anything
y'all
like
are
that
already
either.
kind of biased.
Like Cookie
Why,
Crisp?
do you like that?
I like chocolate.
Do you like Count Chocula and all of that?
I've never had that before.
Yeah, you're a shelter child. Okay, so next up is the Caramel Crunch Superman cereal.
I feel like it's gonna be like a pop.
Guess who's going home with the box of the Batman cereal?
Yeah,
it's Carter.
I think I'll pass.
Oh, that's even worse.
Okay, so this smells like caramel, sort of. Artificially flavored.
Not a fan of that either.
It's not bad.
Tastes like paper.
It's really not bad.
It doesn't have a lot of taste to it at all.
Yeah.
It tastes like kind of sugary.
I mean, there's a huge thing to this is that we are not eating these cereals without the milk. We're eating them without the milk, so we're eating it dry.
Yeah, we're
so
eating
that
it-
is a big difference.
Strawberry.
Well, let's be honest here. I don't think milk is helping Batman or Superman.
No.
It's kind of like a
But if
pop.
I had to eat one, I would be eating Superman.
I would too.
Okay, so I think also a big thing we're missing here is that we're not eating the Superman in the sun. That's usually when
True.
it tastes the best.
So he gets his
full
powers.
Power. And Batman, we're not eating it.
Well,
in
it's all
Gotham.
we're eating it right at dusk, so I feel like we're at the cusp of both, where they should be at their
I mean, I don't know.
their maximum power. This is terrible cereal.
It's awful.
It's not bad. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
You know, Carter, you are clearly a college intern.
Yeah.
You were just.
Free
We'd
food?
be putting dirt in a bowl, and he'd be like, "This is cool. Yeah, that's fine.
It's pretty great. It's
Hey.
pretty great. Thanks for everything,
Hey,
guys.
anybody can take these boxes home? I'm gonna take them, guys.
It's free for me. It's free. If it's free, it's free for me.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
I've had 3 handfuls now.
Of which one? Of both?
Superman.
Of Superman? So again, much like the movie, Superman is clearly the winner out of these two grotesque
You really
serials.
think he won in that? Though?
I feel like his acting won.
Are you telling me Ben Affleck can't play Batman?
I'm telling you,
'Cause I'm telling you.
Batfleck should just
Batfleck is the best.
Batfleck should just hang it up. Although I am really looking forward to seeing Ben Affleck in The Accountant, which looks super good.
The Accountant does look really good.
But I may just be
Although-
saying that because Anna Kendrick's in it.
Yeah, that's true. But
I do
also,
love Anna Kendrick.
Mark Wahlberg looked really good in the new Bourne movie, and that was a piece of poop.
Stop. Also bad.
I literally just burped, and that's not good on the second time around either.
Yeah, it's a piece of poop. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So we're getting away from this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long story short, some of this product placement is just a terrible idea, much like these
Yeah.
craptastic cereals.
So we're gonna keep on trying to give you full, honest reviews.
Yeah,
of
the next thing
every
I see,
promotional thing
you guys
we
be
see.
happy. You guys almost ended up with Frozen. No, it wasn't Frozen. It was Dory granola bars.
Like Dora.
They had some bizarre, and they were on clearance.
Does it
And I'm
taste
like,
fishy?
maybe we didn't buy them.
Made with real fish.
Made with gross. That's disgusting.
That'd be so weird.
All right, moving on. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away. It's really a beautiful thing. I wish this wasn't happening. All right, so Islands in the Stream, where we talk all things streaming. Aside from the fact that I finally finished Lost Girl, I've kind of I haven't focused on anything else.
Wow.
But Lost Girl was really good, and I'm sad that it's gone. And I almost want to fly up to New York Comic Con because the cast is going to be there. So if you guys miss me for a week, that's where I am. I'm saving my nickels and dimes.
I'll fit in your luggage.
And that's right. Carter's going to go. He's super tiny because all he's been eating is this crappy cereal.
I'll drop down to 50 pounds, so I'll be in the weight limit. It'll be great.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. But okay.
Let's not hope you said that. Carter finally finished Stranger Things.
And it only took, there's only 8 episodes. Why did it take you almost 3 weeks to do?
It took me, I started it, actually no. To be fair, I finished it in 3 days. Okay. Well, when I actually started it, I finished it fast.
And what did you think of it?
It was actually phenomenal. Stranger Things was just, it really captured that, period.
That period that you weren't alive for.
I wasn't live then, but
he's like, but I feel like this is exactly what it would have been.
As a 90s kid.
Are we calling you a 90s kid?
You were born in 99.
Yeah, and that's a 90s kid.
Do you know what a 90s kid, when they say a kid, what that means? It's saying that you were growing up in that time.
And I did grow up in that time.
No, you didn't.
You did not.
Yep.
You were a baby. You don't remember your first bite.
You were still crapping your Pampers in that time.
Yeah.
I was still alive.
And
this conversation.
Anyway, back to Stranger Things.
So,
though. It was just the one giant suspense, and you were just on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Yeah.
Great show.
I will say the end kind of.
Yeah. There should be a season 2. What are you egging?
We'll see how it goes.
There'll be a sequel, and I'm very excited about that.
Okay, listen, 90s kid, just sit down.
I'm just saying. What's his name?
Such a hard critic, this guy.
No, except for when it comes to crappy
What's
food.
his name? Hashtag not Team Steve. Not Team Steve.
Do you enjoy ramen, by the way?
I love ramen.
Of course you do.
Of course. Steve was... I think that he did redeem himself towards the end there, but I still think he was a terrible person.
Team Jonathan.
I'm still not... Yeah, Team Jonathan all the way.
It took him way too long for him to realize that he was a jack in the hole.
A Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Which is also really crappy food.
Yeah. So, I actually watched this documentary on Netflix. One of my favorite pastimes, and I really don't think that... I think you should get into it, but just realize that if you want to beat your friends, you're going to have to spend a lot of money, is Magic the Gathering. And there's a documentary on Netflix going on right now called Into the Battlefield, and it's life on the Magic Gathering Pro Tour. And it's literally an entire feature-length documentary about how these 4 people go to the Pro Tour and their entire life going through all of it. And it's really, really interesting because it follows them from the very beginning till they end up in the World Tour, or the World's the very end of the tour. And it's really cool because this particular Israelian actually won the tournament twice in 2 years, which is amazing because that is literally the first time it's ever happened in the entire history of Magic the Gathering. The whole Magic the Gathering has started in 92, I believe, is when the first Pro Tour happened. So it's been almost, I think, 14 years that it's been going on, and they still have never had someone win 2 times in a row. So.
Hold on. This is an entire documentary about Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
card game.
Yes. It's really, 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 really riveting. They do a good job of explaining everything.
Now, is it riveting for somebody that doesn't play Magic?
I think you could get it, and you think it would be pretty cool.
Because I do not play Magic, nor have I ever played Magic.
Well, it's pretty interesting, though.
It's pretty interesting. It's just cool to see the different lifestyles and what people like, how people like think of it, and what their look of it is, and like their families and how they think of them. Like the Israelian. His family was so, like, absolutely supportive him the entire time. His brothers would play him, like, all the time, help him fix decks. His sisters would help him. They'd go to every event. His mom and dad would come to every event.
Oh, man.
Take him everywhere. I mean, it did certainly help that when he was a kid, his parents were able to drive him to every pro event in California so that he could get better and better and better and better. And he's only, I think, 20 years old. And he's done the Worlds 2 times, and he's the only person to ever do that. So, very, very, very cool, riveting documentary. It's called Enter the Battlefield, Magic the Gathering, our Pro Tour, Life on Magic Pro Tour. So, very interesting, very worth a watch.
That's cool, man.
If you're looking into something different to check out, you know.
I like that. Well, I wanted to make sure everybody knew that the Final Fantasy movie, it's Kingsglaive.
Oh, so cool.
Final Fantasy. It's actually going to be coming out on a digital platform August 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody
will be the PSN store, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be able to find it on Amazon Prime. Definitely check it out.
Absolutely.
It is one of the best looking films, animated-wise, that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Also, the actual game, Final Fantasy, 15? 15 will be coming out in November.
Does that include the new delayed dates? Because I know they were saying it got pushed back.
Yeah, it got pushed back, and it's November 17th, I believe, is the new one. So very, very exciting because I actually watched the first hour of the game, and it pretty much comes it starts basically right after the movie, Kingsglaive. So
nice.
You should definitely check it out. Oh, November 29th. I was mistaken.
That's okay. So right in time for Thanksgiving
Christmas.
and everything, and Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The holidays.
Dun, dun, dun.
I cannot wait. Moving on, we got some celebrity news, and Jared Leto is again. He's all over the place. There he is again. He actually just joined the. Thank you, Jared. He just joined the Blade Runner 2 cast. They're basically making the sequel to Blade Runner, which I think is weird. Also, we've got The Rock. He is talking about the Jumanji movie that they're making is actually, it's not going to be a reboot. It's going to be a sequel.
Ooh.
So that makes me so much happier.
So Kristen Dunst is going to be in it?
Jack Black is going to be in it. I haven't heard anything about the original cast getting back on board with this, which would be great if they would. I mean, obviously, without Robin Williams. But maybe they can get with the guys that did Final Fantasy, digitally recreate Robin Williams, and I wouldn't even be able to tell the difference.
But animated.
Yeah. I wonder how Harrison Ford is going to react to Jared Leto after everything that's been going on.
I wonder how he's going to react to getting, those used condoms in his mailbox. Because I don't think Indiana Jones would be nearly as cool with it.
Hey, man, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
But yeah. So a lot of cool stuff happening at the box office. A lot of stuff to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of things to look forward to, starting on Monday, this coming Monday, the 22nd, we have a ton of giveaways that you guys will want to check out at our contest page. We're hooking you up with The Huntsman, Winter's War on Blu-ray. We've also got Rob Zombie 31. You can score yourself passes to go see that on September the 1st. Reserve seat passes to go see The Light Between Oceans on August 30th. Mm-hmm. And The Wildlife, we've also got a screening for that on September the 3rd. And we're rounding everything out with Star Wars Rebels Season 2 on Blu-ray. So, a ton of great stuff at the contest page. Check it out, HoustonFilmFanatics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all the great movie stuff that you can win next week, starting tomorrow. We're also going to have some kick-ass reviews for you next week. Of course, this past week we were giving away passes to go see Morgan and Don't Breathe. I've already seen Don't Breathe. I recommend you guys checking it out. Yeah, definitely check it out.
I got our ticket out of here. Rumor is this guy is sitting on at least $300K. Boom!
That's our guy.
Wait, is he blind?
We messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it? Just because he's blind don't mean he's insane, bro.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a twisted movie. It was a big hit at South by Southwest. Fede Alvarez directed it. He's the same guy that just did the Evil Dead remake, so he is really good at dark and twisted. You're going to want to see that one, for sure.
I'll check it out.
We'll be reposting our review of that because we have that actually already up at HoustonFilmFanatics.com, so check that out.
Very nice.
Also, we've got our review for Morgan, and let's check out a snippet of that.
Where's Morgan?
Initiating lockdown.
What you don't understand is
10.
Morgan is still evolving.
9.
The people in this house are in danger.
8.
It needs to be terminated.
7. 6.
Don't be afraid.
5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
I'm starting to feel like myself.
This one looks like a lot of fun.
It does. I saw a trailer for it, and I thought it looked amazing. And then you have to always remember, of course, trailers do make it seem will show way too much or something like that, but I think they did a good job.
Yeah, Kate Mara is in this one. We're going to be checking this one out, I think, Wednesday. So we will have the review for you guys next week. You're not going to want to miss that.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, that, I think, wraps up this week's show.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we were back after our little 2-week break.
Yeah, I know.
We're back.
Thank you so much for listening in. I hope you listen in next week.
Absolutely. We will be back next week.
Yes. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night.
That's right. We'll have no snacks next week, and I'm okay with that.
Aww.
So thanks for listening. This is HFF Ray.
This is Dylan.
This is Carter.
Have a good night, everybody.